Welcome to our Lines Monster project. In this project, we'll use lines and shapes to create line monsters. We are also going to learn a little bit more about Paul Klee. Did you know that Paul Klee's style of art was inspired by children's art and a trip to North Africa? So what do we need? We need at least crayons or markers and paper, and if you have it, construction paper, scissors, and glue. So where do we start? I'm going to start by making some loop-de-loops in one color and maybe some zigzags in another color. What kind of lines can you make? What we want to do is fill up the paper as much as possible with different kinds of lines. What kind of lines can you do? Can you do swirls? Can you do dash lines, dots, straight lines? What kind of lines can you do? Keep going. You can throw in some more dots or some zigzags. When we finish filling up our paper, we're going to want to make our face. Start with the eyes. To make our eyes, we'll need something to trace our circle with, black construction paper, and maybe a white crayon so you can see where you're tracing. Your circle or tracing doesn't have to be perfect. Do we want our monster to have one eye, two eyes? I think I'm going to make two different size eyes. Now it's time for scissors. Our thumb goes in a little hole and our first and second fingers go in the bigger hole together. We always use the hand that we draw with. When we're cutting, we always want to keep our scissors still and move the paper. Be sure to not stick your fingers anywhere where you're cutting the paper. We want to continue to cut slowly and keep your scissors still while moving the paper. Once you're done cutting, you place the eyes where you want them, but don't glue them down yet. Next, we want to make the little circles inside the eye. You can draw them by yourself, or you can find something small like a quarter or a penny to trace. I want to do two different colors. What colors will you use? Are you going to make them the same size? Are you going to make them an oval or circle? You decide. Next, we need a mouth. Is your monster going to be happy, scary, angry? Use the leftover black construction paper to make a mouth. I'm just going to make a rectangle for my mouth. Again, be sure to move only the paper and keep your fingers away from where you are cutting. Now we have a mouth, we need some teeth. It's a monster after all. I'm going to make some pointy teeth, like a triangle. You can make squares, you can make rectangles, you can make triangles. If you put two pieces together of different colors, you can cut them out at the same time. Instead of two, I have 4 teeth. Once we have everything placed where we want it, we're going to use glue. Just a dot, not a lot, around the circle. We want to be careful and not make too much. And then we squish our circle or any piece to the paper. Remember, just a dot, not a lot. Go ahead and glue everything down where you want it. I think my monster needs something else. I think I'll make some rectangle eyebrows. What else can you add to your monster? Can you make some horns, some ears, a hat? It's your monster, you decide. Don't have construction paper? That's okay. You just need something to trace your circles for eyes and a black marker or crayon. You'll just trace the circle straight onto the paper. If you want to draw your circle without tracing, that's okay too. Again, is your monster going to have one eye, two eyes? My monster is going to have one big eye and one small one. Next, you'll draw an oval or a circle inside each eye. And then you'll need to draw your mouth, your teeth. Are you going to do triangles, squares, rectangles? After that, you just color everything in with the black marker. You can use a crayon if you prefer, but you need to color all the eye in with the black to help hide the lines below and make sure your eyes stand out. What kind of lines did we use to make our monsters? What kind of shapes? What colors did you use? Did you make a scary monster? A silly monster? You're all done. Great job. Whether you used construction paper or drew it all with markers and crayons, I'm sure it looks great. I can't wait to see.